Wasn't paying attention and I crashed. Now I gotta start over.
I'm for sure gonna.
Garden Story.
Yeah, it looks
cute. I like Sports Story. There's one called Tunic and another one of those top-down action kind of games, but it's kind of like Fox Zelda. You play a little fox character. He wears a tunic. It's another one of those games. But cute. And there's a lot of cuteness going on. There's kind of like the similar kind of like look, I guess, to a lot of the games. But I don't know.
they trying to on the art style.
Yeah.
Stand out in a crowd of better look good.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of like a really high standard for that too, hey? For those like couple of rhythm games, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about rhythm games, man. I like a rhythm game here or there, but yeah, there's got to be like a thing to it. Yeah, like a dance mat. Then again, people do get really good at Flash Revolution, like Flash Revolution. You know, with the keyboard, and they play DDR with the keyboard. They emulate DDR, or it sure is a. It's
I
like
can see
all
someone
reactions.
getting into that, but
It's like it's a different way to play, that's for sure. But you know, some of those, I think the two of those games kind of looked like they were kind of like that, and they're a little less like drum beat, you know, Taito drum beat or whatever that's some Taiko drum beat. It's on the shelf. I don't have the drums. I should buy the drums online.
an anime. Oh, and
No,
it looked like there was quite a lot of passes. Yeah, this core mechanic is.
Yeah.
They added all this stuff in the background.
Yeah, the art.
All kinds of flashing stuff.
Oh my god, that game. Yeah, it's true. I like the art style and stuff, but yeah, like it seemed like the game was boring. Both of them are kind of the same thing. Like they were kind of more like that kind of thing over than being a. I guess I would say traditional game, or like I don't know, like a platformer or something like that. Like you're not really like playing anything, but you are interacting with like a. Yeah, it's like a CD-ROM like program. I used to have all these cool CD-ROM programs where like you're an addict and you click on things and they would like animate and do things, or like some sort of thing would pop up and teach you about snakes. Hey, like, you know what I mean? Like they're like that kind of thing.
Game that'll teach me
yeah, you know, like it's like atmospheric. It's got like music and like there's like a narrative. It's like, oh, we gotta clean Amazon. Like I'm actually like referencing something from memory. Like there's like things like that. Like it was they're kind of like more like that. Like these rhythm games. You're going through like some kind of book. Like, I mean that's cool too. Making an observation, I guess, but I like the one with the little fox. He had a boomerang. It was adorable. Indie games are so adorable.
on cuteness. I'll buy a cute
You know, I don't know if I ever said it, but like all the streamers pieced out before any of those things fucking like aired. It was weird, like they didn't give a fuck, dude.
Nobody cares about it.
Oh my god, like they just like they're like I don't even give a fuck. Dude, all of them left though. Like all of them left. Like they're just like they stick around to see Elden Ring, and then they all just pieced out. Like there was like straight up like an hour and a half like after of like straight up like a indie game like announcement. It's like nobody gave a shit. Like that's harsh, dude. Like they look like some of them look like fun games. Like I said, that one walk looked pretty cool. I like how it looked. I don't know if the gameplay would be good, but some games are
something like Five Nights at Freddy's. Got all these camera feeds. Gotta monitor them. Inform the little girl that.
You know, I think we'll play like something like a Clock Tower or something like that, or I think there might be like a little play to it, but not super in depth. Like I don't know. We moved off screen and then it loaded another screen. It was cool. It seemed like there was like some gameplay, I guess. Like you
remember back in the day, all of these camera feeds unencoded, like you find them online. Put a game with real live camera.
something that like looked at you and talked at you.
I'm thinking more like a Slender Man sort of deal. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like there's Slender Man hidden in still footage.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
Dude, Slender Man's real, man. Son. Yeah, dude.
I've seen some Slender Men.
I've seen some Slender. I saw Slender Man.
Slender Man?
I saw a Slender Man. And like, yeah, dude, it was nuts. I'll tell you the story. Slender Man took my bike.
That's what it was?
No, I'm kidding. Slender Man took my bike. Cold-hearted, man. Cold-hearted Slender Man. Dude, I like Slender Man. You know the thing I liked about it is that it was kind of like startling for sure. Like you really like were creeping around with like uneasy like
Yeah,
there was other
series.
well it was like it kept growing. Like the original Slender Man was like a really simple game, and then they kept adding to it and stuff. And there was actually something like kind of like
The YouTube all based
a
on?
YouTube series. It was
Yeah.
based on a Something's Awful art. Like there's that website. It's called Something Awful, and it's like basically a Photoshop like I guess almost like a Reddit where they're just like they pick a topic and then they make a funny Photoshop to it. And they were looking for like making creepy stuff, and like somebody made the Slender Man art, and I guess it was like some people really liked it, and then somebody kind of made a fan game of it, or used the idea of it, and he made this dumb, stupid little model. But there's something very eerie about that Slender Man model, where it's like this shape, where like when you're walking around at darkness, you kind of see that like any like round object that like shines, like a lamppost or something, like in the darkness you see like a light just come off any like pale like lamp or something, or light bulb or something, like in the back of your mind like you did a double take just to make sure it wasn't Slender Man. And like I gotta tell you, man, like in a way Slender Man was kind of a classic. It maybe it was cheap scares, but it was like, you know, there's something to
Yeah, it's a pretty basic monster. That's good.
Oh,
Like, you
it's-
want basic
yeah.
sometimes.
the original one was actually super crude. Like the original Slender Man like didn't animate or nothing. And it was just like literally like this like tube man, like this like little head, little just plain white like cotton swab like head, and it was just such a bizarre image, so stupid. And it used to have its like arms out all dumb, but it's like it's funny that like after playing that game, and when it was like hot. Well, you know, I think I played it before it was hot actually, because it grew, right. It constantly grew into this fan base. It was kind of a newer thing at the time, but like yeah, Slender Man. I remember like after playing it, like it's funny that like for a while when I saw something shine, like saw that like whitish shine like in the darkness, I always in the back of my mind took a double take to make sure it wasn't Slender Man. Like you kind of see like a post in the distance or something, like
Like the top of it.
yeah, and like the moon like shines off it or something, like a or it's round or something, a signpost in the distance, something, and it's just like you know sometimes the maybe not Slender Man, but sometimes you think like if it is some sort of like tall eerie figure over there, you know, just lurking in the shadows and stuff. I kind of feel like Slender Man kind of like nailed that without even trying. Like it was like it's a pretty lazy game, but it was like without even trying, it kind of just like bullseyed like that fear. But I guess scaring people is like an easy trick. I don't know because like there's so many of like cheap thrill like scare games out there.
Yeah, if you go.
Yeah, dude, there are YouTubers that just tell scary stories. Like they're pretty fun sometimes. Some of them stink, but some I don't know. I've heard one here or there.
In the Halloweeny mood.
Yeah, I don't know. People like a good spook, you know. People like a good getting their spook on, you know. They like getting really like creeped out and like chills down their back. Like they like hearing like a creepy idea, like somebody's living in your house this whole time, you know. He's just on the walls, you know. They want to people want to hear about weird, creepy stuff like that. They like it. I don't know why they like it, but they like that stuff. Horror is a good topic. Dude, Halloween's coming.
Oh,
It's time for all the start watching some horror films. It's early October. But that's kind of a realm I don't explore is those like Steam horror games and all those games and things like that. But I don't know, you know, they're kind of, like it's just like in movies, like making a horror is like a way to make money, right? Like people will check out a horror film.
are those cheap horror retro games?
Uh, I mean, there are horror games, retro games that are horror games, but they're kind of more like really niche games, and they're like kind of low print, you know. Like a lot of unless they're popular ones, like something like Resident Evil or big franchise that came to be popular, right? But like there was like a lot of stuff on PS1, PS2 that like not a lot of people know. Like there's like this really expensive PS2 game called like Rule of Rose and stuff that like a lot of those are like people go after those ones, those horror games. There was a lot on PS3, like I said, like they weren't stocked on the shelves like at Walmart and stuff like that. They were kind of really low print stuff. That there's a lot of horror games, but it seems like it's a good way to make a low budget game and make some money. I think Deadly Premonition was also one of those games at the time, but somehow got press for being particularly whack or low in quality. I don't know. Does the game have to be like a top of the line game to be good though? Hey, some people like Deadly Premonition. One. I don't know about two. It doesn't look like it's playable. It was it wasn't the well, I assume it was the game because that was the thing that put things over the top. It because yeah, Slender Man started as just a photograph that somebody photoshopped on somethingawful.com. That's the original Slender Man. And it turned into this movie, a documentary about how a little girl like stabbed some other little girl 14 times. Like, dude, it's nuts, dude. It's crazy how big it's gotten. The cult of Slender Man, dude. That's nutty concept. They should put him in Smash Brothers. Yeah, do something awful post 2009. That sounds right. See the original photo? It's just like children in a park or something, and then it's like he's in the background. And he's just this tall shadow, but it looks like the shape of a human or something. It's just like it's an eerie photo that really creeps people out, and it like just turned into this like whole fucking thing, dude. It's pretty nuts. Yeah, 2012. I don't know. It was earlier than that because I played it and earlier. Yeah, Slender Man was like I remember when Five Nights at Freddy it came out pretty soon afterwards actually. It was like a year or two afterwards. Five Nights at Freddy's came out. I think it was actually the following year. That game is also pretty lazy, but in hindsight, it kind of did have a higher production value than Slender Man for sure. In all honesty, like they had like models and pre-rendered background things and like that. I never played the game, but like I've seen it, and like I can tell you straight up, there's more production value in that than there was in the Slender Man game that I played. But I don't know what the release Slender Man game was like. To really check it out. I do remember it changing a lot. Sad early. Like I said, they should put him in Smash Brothers. He in Fortnite? Everybody's in Fortnite. They got the alien. Ryu from the Fortnite. You guys know who Majin Obama is? Ryu from the Fortnite. So true. Hey, that's Ryu from Fortnite. Hey, that's the alien from Fortnite. Pour one out for the future. If it wasn't for Fortnite, nobody would remember who the Predator was. Did they have Fletch in Fortnite yet? Dude, I would play Fortnite if they put Fletch in it. Don't know who Fletch is? You never seen Fletch? Yeah, it's not really worth it, I guess. I was just thinking, what's something nobody remembers? Fletch. Fletch from the Fortnite. I gotta see some of those movies, like Funny Farm and stuff. Dude, those were funny. Chevy Chase, that's what it was. Chevy Chase. I was thinking the actor. It's a character from one of his movies called Fletch. Uh, yeah, dude, some of those movies are funny, dude. I would like to see some of those. They used to make comedies back in the day. Way back before I was born. Man, ancient history, man. Whew, that was a close one. I think it was called Funny Farm. I don't even know. Tom Hanks used to be in comedies. What's that one when they're building the house? Yeah, Tom Hanks. They like buy a house that's like a doer-upper, and they're like getting it renovated. It's old, man. Like he was a young man. I gotta see some of these movies. Movies are good for you, man. Should go back and see some of the old classics. But watching all that garbage y'all listen to these days. Gotta yell at those clouds, man. They have to get you. What's that from? Yelling at clouds? Is that from The Simpsons? I feel like that's a Simpsons like thing. I remember it in The Simpsons. Woohoo! Let's take it easy. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Chevy Chase was in Fortnite. Actually, got everybody. The Ultimate Smash Brothers. TV heroes. I bet they have like Alf. Improvement. I remember my parents watching that show. Dude. Blowing in your butts, guys. Here goes nothing. Oof. Out of here. Steady as she goes. Steady now. Whew. Home stretch. Get cocky, it's gonna get rocky. Close. Get past these guys. That's it. Will I make it? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo! Fuck this game! Fuck this game! Fuck this game! Woo! Oh, finally, 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 finally. Oh. Oh, my heartbeat. Oh.